So any doubts?
Yeah, Venkatesh, can you explain more about the variables? Actually, when it's come into the picture.
Variables. Okay. Okay. So Ratnesh, to answer your thing, let me take the real time thing. Mm. Okay, let me try here only instead of going there. So you guys have worked on the logics part, right?
Yes.
How to store a variable, how to store certain value in general in sales.
In fields or records. Letter.
Okay, so yeah, so you say field, right? So here you can take the field is also kind of variable. Okay,
Okay.
so what does that mean is when you go to the programming or when you work trying to work with the record. So instead of accessing or typing the value, for example, let's say name equals to name is a field, and in that you have a value called Ratnesh. Okay, so instead of typing wherever it is required, instead of typing Ratnesh, Ratnesh, Ratnesh like all the places, so what you will reference here, you will reference name because that name field is having the value of Ratnesh. So instead of Ratnesh, it will directly you can reference to the name. So ultimately, the name is associated a value called Ratnesh. So that is a simple meaning of like understanding the variable how it works. Okay. So
Okay.
in general, in flow also, let me take the same thing. So here, so this is what you need to understand, right? So for example, my requirement is to store some value. Okay. So the resource type I need to select. Okay. So the this variable means so it stores certain value. Either you can give that value on your own. For example, name equal to Ratnesh. So Ratnesh, I'm giving that value. Okay, or you want to keep or you can give x equal to 10. So ultimately instead of entering 10 you will enter 10 x. Okay, and this x or name you can use in this entire flow wherever you want to update certain value or do some calculation or do some equation, going through the loops and everywhere. So this variable thing will be available throughout the flow. Okay. So constant, next one is constant. So constant is nothing but this will be same. So whatever the value you give here, so it will be fixed. It will there will be no change. So the name tells you constant. So that means fixed. Variable means various. So
Okay.
time to time it will varies. Okay.
Okay.
Formula, for example, you are trying to create certain value or do some calculations. Based on that you want to get the value, you can go with the formula. Text template. So for example, in you want to send out some communication. Okay, send email. So hope you guys are aware of the how you will send out emails, right? Email alerts. So the email templates, so it will have certain format. So that template will be how you can design here. Instead, if you want to go with a sending emails functionality, you can use text template. So choice, so multiple things. Okay, collections choice set again. So set of choices it will come up. How you like how you pick the value in a pick list kind of thing. Okay, so this set whenever it is mentioned as set, so it will come up like multiple values it will be there. Okay, so let's go to the variable part here. So resource type I have selected as variable. So ABI name I need to enter here. So let's take test value something. So description as you want, you can enter something. Data type here. So this you need to choose on your own. Okay. So these are the data types. Anyways, text you are aware, number, currency, boolean, all is. So there you can observe certain things. Record. So that means it will ask you. So the data type when you select as record, that means this test value is going to hold one of the object record. So objects also you can search here. I'm searching account. Okay. So similar to that, whatever even the custom objects, if you have created any custom objects, those also it will come here. So what it will do? So this means this test value is going to hold account records. Okay. So the bottom options available for input. So this value you want to pass it from somewhere, or you want to take this as an input for doing a for loop check or condition check. So in that it can be used. Available for output means so this value you can take it and send out to the other like email communications and anything. Okay. Available for input and output, you can both it can be checked. No need to worry about this one. So you want to reuse this variable in the future flows, make it available for input and output based on your requirement. You use it. Getting?
Okay.
So here, based on this data type, currency, all these things. So you can see one more thing, Apex define. It will come into a like programming part, more into programming or development here. So it will basically get the value from an Apex class. The end result of any Apex class, the value it will become here.
Okay.
Ratnesh, you clear about this?
Yeah. It's very much of clear.
Okay. Guys, any other doubts from anyone? So in general, when you use the formula fields, um, so basically when you click on a record and you did something, then you click on save button, then the formula fields will be executed. Executed in the sense it will get calculated in normal
Yeah.
scenario. Okay. In the same way, when you use formula field in the flow, okay, let's take example. At the first instance, you are calculating one formula field sum x. Okay, here the value it's get passing x equal to 5 and y is 10. Okay, first instance when the flow is triggered, the value will be 15. Okay, now the same instance when you representing the same formula field again somewhere at the down. Okay, the second time. So now because of this formula it's already executed and again you are trying to do, now the value will not be same. It depends on how the formula is calculated for the x plus. So the value of x is getting changed, then automatically the formula value will get changed. So it's quite different when you compare with the formula field having on an object and formula field having in flow.
Yeah, got it. Means the flow will
Clear?
execute in a serial wise, step to step. Like if I am declaring x equals to x plus y, in the second line I am declaring again x equals to x plus y. Then both will be different.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So while creating, did you observe any other options also available while creating the formula? So in this screen, Rahul leave the API name and all. Just go to select any data type, that is fine. Yeah. So Manoranjan, this is for you. So if you see, I like for this formula, either you can insert a resource. So again, here a resource means some other variable, right?
Okay.
Getting
Yes.
so, and so for that function, either you can choose some operator or insert again a function things. It's a possibilities. So your question from this formula field, can I access other records? So for example, here you have selected an object called some lead or account. Okay. So your question, whether I can access fields of contact from here or not. Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah, you can access. So while creating the resource, Rahul, can you in the resource type at the top? Yeah. So here you can see the multiple options again, right? So you can create a variable here. The variable can be stored. You can select the data type. Just select the data type of text something. Yeah. So here you can again insert a default value for this text data type, or can you just click on that default value? Just click. Rahul, just can you click on that? Yeah. So here you can see the records are the related stuff, whatever the things coming in. Can you scroll down in the global variables?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So here you can access the fields of user, system, profile, and some custom settings if you have any that will come under system, and organization details, your company name and all, the custom labels again from different flow API. All these options are going to create. Okay. And for example, the data type, the object what you are trying here, if it is having some relationship, okay, you know, right, the relationship fields, how it will work. Now, can you go to the try head? Okay, so what I was trying to say, if the record which you have selected here, if it is having any relationship, for example, if let's say you have selected contact, so the contact always will be having a relationship to the account, right? So for example, you are trying to get some value from the account, for example, account name or account owner, something. So then you will be able to get that. So without relationship,